Right. That should have done it, so it's time to just go crazy on the road again. And I'm a skilled worker, yeah. That's what I am. I'm a skilled worker, you guys. Right, so welcome back to Trucking Tuesdays. I'm Walter Wolf, and today I'm joined by Blood Graveling and Shining Finger, who are going to, well, sit in the other seat. I guess you'll have to share.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
I think there's a bit of a rest spot in the back of the cabin that you could probably sit in. I don't know.
Dibs.
I mean, the size of that thing will be able to fit 3 people in there, hopefully.
Probably. I've gone over this before, but I just really like just cabins. They're great. You have so much strange stuff you can do with them. Let's see, here what do we have here? Liquefied petroleum gas. Hello.
Alright.
Alright, let's see what's actually in Zurich, shall we? And see where it's supposed to go. Oh, hey. They want us to go to the Czech Republic. It's actually sort of neat.
What do they want over there? Can't really see it.
They also want us to go to Bratislava.
Well, I'm all for shipping tractors to the Czech Republic, okay, so...
You know, they need those things, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do we go to Brno? I have no idea how that is pronounced. I'm terribly sorry, Czech Republic. I mean, the last time we Swedes visited you in any numbers, we were invading you, as Swedes were wont to do around that time. Since then, I've been to Praha once, but I didn't really learn the language. I'm sorry.
Well, as soon as you get to a country that sells that strong alcohol, it's kind of hard to learn any language.
Alright, actually, let's go to Bratislava instead.
Just so you can pronounce the name.
Yeah, I've completely embarrassed myself now. I can't go to the Czech Republic anymore. Oh, goodness. Whoa! Complete darkness. Get some lights on here. Right, back up. Probably need to take a stop to grab some fuel later too. Let's see. Where are we going? Where are we picking that shit up? Over there, alright.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about all that. When you have your own truck, you don't automatically start with all your cargo on. Oh, you luxury man.
Now everyone wants to go the same way I'm going. Shit. Then I'll back up a bit. Still haven't arranged for a radio station, as you may notice. And because I still haven't found one that would work without me getting copyright banned from YouTube.
I can make you some trucking music at some point. Just
that would be great. Please make a theme song for this, so I can re-render all the videos.
Trucking theme.
You just have it play in the background endlessly.
Trucking.
I got note.
I don't know, my creative juices pretty much ran out after I did that Spider Bros song.
But it was a good song. That's what counts. There are plenty of artists that survive on having made a single song, so...
Yeah, unfortunately I'm not one of them.
Well, you're a real musician, so you sort of have to work.
Yeah, that's the bad thing.
Let's see, the Bratislava one, that's what we're here to pick up. Well, it's ore, apparently. Not sure why they want ore over there, but I'm sure they have a good reason.
Yep. I can't really help you there.
attached and ready to go. Alright then. Let's head out on the road. See where we end up.
Hopefully in Bratislava, I would say.
Hey now. You can never be too sure. Alright. Now, since we're transporting fairly heavy cargo, I'm going to have to be a bit more careful than usual. My braking distance is approximately twice what it is normally. Well, that'll be fine, you know? Yeah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine.
Yeah, just try not to tip your truck over and you'll be fine.
The closest I've been to an accident in this game, more or less, is accidentally driving on the left in a right-handed country once and ending up on the wrong side of the street, but that worked out, actually. I didn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, that's always nice, going down the wrong way on the Autobahn.
Whoops.
Whoops.
My bad, everyone. My bad. I did not intend for this to happen, believe it or not. Red lights. Why is there even a red light? I mean, there's no crossing here. There's no traffic on the other road.
That is a good question, actually. There should have been a stop sign at most. Okay.
I presume they just put it there to annoy you.
Curse the Swiss.
Oh yeah, you're in Switzerland, of course. There's a red light.
You're freaking Zurich.
Damn that country.
Curse them. Let us tell you about the completely illogical hatred Scandinavians have for the Swiss.
No, you just cross that border a couple of times and you will hate the Swiss as well.
they, you know, just very careful about who they let in is the thing. They're a very homogeneous culture. They let any sort of money in, but they generally don't let people in.
Well, they're also very careful about what they let out.
That is also true, I suppose.
So, yeah.
God damn it, is there really a red light coming up out ahead? Oh, you video games. Oh, you. I'm in the wrong lane, I realize. Whatever. Alias, be in both lanes, then they can't call it illegal. Haha! See? I'm turning both left and right at the same time. How is the police even going to be able to follow me? They won't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going.
The fact that you have a max speed of about 50 kilometers an hour does help.
Buddy, at a downhill, this thing hits 90 kilometers an hour. Freaking 90, son.
Oh yeah.
Then again, it's actually locked to 90. It literally can't go faster than 90. There should be a character skill upgrade that you can just remove the speed limiters. That would be great.
Yeah, that's nice. Just Mechanic 3 removes speed limiters.
Then you get the biggest truck with the biggest engine and you just disappear down the road.
So, reading up on economy in Bratislava, I can't see anything they would really want the ore for.
Now. Let's not be like that. If the people of Bratislava want ore, then we'll get them some ore. We don't ask questions, okay?
Okay.
Remember, rule 1 of the transporter. Don't inspect the cargo. Rule 2, do not ask any questions. Rule 3, I guess deliver your cargo or something sometimes. That helps too.
The rogue trader trucker.
That is pretty much what I am, the rogue trader in Europe. Just driving to and fro with all kinds of crazy cargo. I mean, we never checked what kind of ore it was. I mean, seriously, actually, come to think about how imprecise is that? Ore. Wink.
Wink, wink.
I mean, what is that? Uranium-238?
Probably.
But then we're leaving Switzerland, so it's probably gold, I realize.
Well, you won't get that over the board.
I have been cleared. I won't even pass through border control. I'll take the secret trucker road.
The secret trucker road that passes straight through customs.
It's basically as a single lane that says secret trucker road in German in large letters.
Oh. Someone help me out. I kind of froze. What's the German for that?
Shit, what is trucker, actually?
Yeah, that's kind of where I gave up as well.
On truck?
I guess, maybe.
Oh.
Shit, my skill at German basically extends to reading it and understanding it. I can't speak it and I can't write it.
Yeah, that's about the same as me.
Oh goodness. And here we are on a dark, dusty, windy road again, being passed by cars because we're slow as shit.
You know, the one thing I find really annoying about this game, although it's quite realistic, is all cars are faster than you and all trucks are slower than you, so you kinda have to drive by them, and then all the cars just keep running into your rear.
Still, at least now you know how the trucker feels every time you just honk at that bastard and pass him at 120 kilometers an hour while he's locked to 90.
Yeah.
He's just following the law, man. Oh, goodness. Frankentan is cooking corn at the moment, by the way, for those who are interested in such things. What my dear flatmate is up to. I have, of course, already made fun of him for not eating proper meat at the moment, but, you know.
What is that? Sounds suspicious.
Corn is basically a type of mushroom that is similar in protein content and texture to mincemeat.
And people would eat this because...
Because... it's vegetarian.
And people would eat it because...
Look, okay, I'm with you on this. Really, I am. Alright. Let's see. Let's see how many liters we can pop in this time. My god, so many liters.
My god, cheap gas.
Hey, it's diesel, baby.
Oh yeah. Still cheap.
Still, I can't say that this thing is eco-drive friendly, really. Because when you look at how much gas you actually use in this game, you realize that holy shit!
Yeah, I guess that's why they have the eco-drive skill that lets you reduce that by 50%.
Where's my solar-powered truck? I wanna be an environmentalist trucker!
Oh, no, please, don't.
That would be terrible. Just this tiny little truck that can only transport a maximum of like 500 kilograms and has a max speed of 35 kilometers an hour. And if it starts raining, it has to stop.
Yeah.
Now, all of those of you who know that, yes, I know that most solar-powered vehicles can actually continue moving for quite a while after the sun disappears since they're designed in that way, but I'm being silly. It is called a joke, boys.
Squirrel, you can go to the parking space other than the parkplatz, but you can't really have random sex there unless it's in your imagination. And it's raining. Put your wipers on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I actually looked around for some mods, and
oh no,
one of them was actually called Dirty Trailers.
I do think that refers to something else.
You would think
sure,
so,
but I choose to go with you on this one.
Yeah, honestly, when I think Dirty Trailers, I think more, just a pornography involving truckers.
Oh god.
Oh. It's thunder. Lightning. Very, very frightening me.
Galileo.
Galileo. Goodness. I was really hoping you would pick that one up, and I'm glad that you did.
Well, it is perhaps the most overplayed song in human history, so it's kind of hard not to.
It's like dangling a ham in front of a great white shark. It's just not going to let that thing go.
Well, Shining, since you're the one who has been looking through the mods, is there a human trafficking mod? Squirrel asks.
Oh goodness. Add that final bit of realism to an already realistic game. Trafficking in both immigrants and female and male sex slaves.
Well, so far I haven't found anything like that, but there is a mod for real diesel prices.
Oh.
That would be terrible, though. Just completely destroys your economy.
Yeah. Well, the pay of the truckers in your hire also kind of destroys your economy.
That is very true. When they are low level, it's amazing just how unprofitable they are, really.
How is Gary doing, talking about truckers in your hire? His name is Gary, right? Or am I...
Henry.
Henry
His
Gary.
name is Henry Blodgrävling.
Sorry.
And he's also not so much as a driver as a trained monkey, but I mean he's getting better. He's actually learned to read road maps somewhat.
Oh my, that's more than I can do.
It still takes him like 15 hours to get from Berlin to Stuttgart, but you know.
Well, it happened to all of us.
Yeah, Ellistor wonders, how is Henry? That is a very good question. We'll have to check next time we stop. Oh hey, there's a bit of fog out actually. Goodness. How spooky. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah,
Crossing
toll
the border.
road.
And we made it. We're in Austria now.
Well, that was surprisingly painless.
Yes,
Normally,
you have to pay your bribes ahead of time, man. You can't start discussing that thing with the people there.
Oh, that's what I did wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea what Henry's up to. I don't really care either. Every time I check, it sort of makes me mad, honestly.
Well, that's what he's for.
Yeah, I mean, he's stationed in Glasgow, and he just picks a job in, like, Paris.
Wouldn't you? Really?
I would pick a job to go from Glasgow to Paris. That would at least give me a reason to stick around in Paris for a while. But no, his transport mission is like bring it from Paris to Berlin. So he drives from Glasgow to Paris in the truck, carrying nothing.
No, that's how you make a profit.
Yeah, apparently he thinks so, because he's being paid by kilometer driven.
Yeah, that's also a quite nice system to have.
Yeah, I mean, the rules for him are amazing. The more he drives around aimlessly, the more money he gets paid. If he gets lost, I pay him extra.
Oh, trucking simulator. Yeah, this game, in some ways, really annoys me. Because why don't they use this physics engine for every other simulation game ever made? This one actually works.
Because
But
that would require actual effort.
Yeah, it takes effort, and that's the thing. Most simulator devs hate effort, as we've learned the hard way. Oh god. So many bad simulators I played.
Yeah, by the way, I was in my local gaming store the other day and I saw Fishing Simulator 2012.
Oh shit, the 2012 version is out? Why didn't anyone tell me?
Yeah, I was quite impressed at the amount of simulators they actually had. They had an entire farming simulator collection, so it was quite a...
Yeah, it's the same way here in Sweden. All game stores that still carry any sort of PC game just have a small stack of simulator games, usually right by the floor.
Yep.
Just hidden away, and you look down, there's like 50 different sim games. You can just pick a few up and walk over to the cashier, and she will look at you and go, wait, you're actually buying these? I thought they were just for ornamentation. I didn't realize we were actually selling these.
And then you show them some sales numbers and they will die.
Pass all these trucks. Yeah!
Oh yeah, power drive.
Whoosh. Flying past, baby. Because when it's misty, raining, and you're driving a truck, what you want to do is drive as fast as you can and pass out the trucks.
Yeah.
That's how you add just a smidge of excitement to your day.
And in this game, it even gets slippery.
Yep, that it does. Brake distances are increased by a shitload when it's raining. Which we learned the hard way.
And sharp turns aren't really that fun either.
No, they're not.
Not at speed.
Whee! I learned that early on when I first tried the game out, that jackknifing, if you're driving too fast and have to brake or suddenly take turns, is very, very easy. You can jackknife your Autotender as easily as hell. And while it looks hilarious, it's incredibly unsafe and usually wrecks your shit.
Damn, that bus is fast.
Yeah, I've noticed that the buses are hilariously fast. I think that they just basically given them the same base speed as the cars, but since they are so much bigger, it looks like they are moving faster.
Really makes you wish their real buses were that fast.
Don't you? That would be great.
I've spent way too much of my life on buses, going long distances.
Oh, goodness.
If buses suddenly got faster, I would feel like I had wasted a lot of time.
Well, imagine how they must have felt when, aircraft first appeared. And it was like a 3-day trip to go just from England to France, more or less, because of all the stuff they had to do. And then 20 years later, jets are just zipping back and forth in a few hours, and they go, welp. Then on the other hand, old people hate technology, as we all know, so...
Yeah. Well, I must have spent close to half my life having the same exact view as you have now. So.
At least you had other people there to do something with, like play cards or bang on some drums or whatever.
Yeah, and somehow it always ends up with getting drunk enough not to know that you're on a bus.
You get drunk, close your eyes, and pretend that you're on a motorboat.
Yeah.
Someone spritzes some salted water into the air with an aerosol can, and you just enjoy the smell of the ocean. This probably wouldn't work, though.
I can't say I've tried it, so...
Let's see, left turn or right turn over here. Left, right, what's the difference?
You know what you should do in this game? Just to make you hate yourself?
Smart.
You should get a voice on the GPS.
And it would change language depending on what nation you were in. Nächtrast. Recht Ausfahrt, bitte.
Höger i rondellen.
Oh god, please no.
Oh god. Heard that way too much. My mother got one of those in Swedish, of all things. So,
But why?
Yeah, don't ask. Just accepted that everything's so much cheaper in Sweden. So.
Yeah, I suppose. Actually, I realized if buying that sort of thing must be hilarious amounts cheaper if you just cross the border and buy it here, actually.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a good
about
point.
40% off, so yeah.
Yeah. Why buy anything in Norway?
Oh, I can't really say. There's no reason.
Oh god. Well, I once rode like halfway between Gothenburg and Uppsala in Sweden,
Yeah.
with the GPS continuously screaming, "Make the next U-turn and get on this road instead," because we were driving on a road that was parallel to the road that the GPS wanted us to be on.
Oh.
It just kept yelling, "Take the next left, make a U-turn, take the next left, take the next left, get on that road instead." And there was no way of telling it, no, we want to stay on this road. It goes in the same direction and it goes to the same place, but it has less traffic. Because everyone's been listening to their freaking GPSs and gotten on that one.
You know what would be great, though?
Do
The
tell.
GPS voiced by Norio Wakamoto.
There is one.
Yeah, I know.
Enlighten me.
It's actually pretty amazing, because at times it would yell, "Right, right, take a right!" And then you turn a right, and then he will say, "I'm terribly sorry, you were actually supposed to go left, but I really like right."
Who is this? And why would it do such a thing?
He is a very famous Japanese voice actor,
Oh.
who is best recognized for his slightly gravelly voice and being able to roll pretty much every letter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he can basically roll any letter with any intonation in any word and make it sound amazing. He is also a black belt Shaolin Kung Fu fighter, and he has a 4th dan in Kendo. He's worked as a police officer, a riot police officer at that.
In Japan?
Yep. Those guys are actually pretty badass, actually. The Japanese riot police are very serious about their jobs.
Yeah, that one might well be, but I get a feeling that the Japanese rioters aren't.
Angry Otaku just yelling and screaming because an idol is getting married. She was supposed to be my waifu! Oh, I'm so mad! Oh, goodness. Let me tell you about the Otaku idol relationships.
Really?
Yeah, let me tell you, because I find it absolutely amazing and horribly creepy. Because, as we all know, Japanese nerds are a bit slightly more obsessed than the average nerd. And every time an idol or female voice actress reveals anything whatsoever that implies that she is not a perfectly pure maiden that has never been touched by a man, these guys go ballistic. Now, recently there was one who admitted on a television program that she was not a virgin. Basically by making allusions to the fact that she had been with a man and had had 2 boyfriends previously. Then 2chan, or just 2ch as they personally like to spell it, the Japanese precursor to the American 4chan, filled up with people taking pictures of them slashing the posters of her with knives, stomping on her CDs, spitting on images of her, and it just, you know, it is complete insanity. And they wrote murder threats in kidnapper-style letters, just go, "You betrayed me, you betrayed me, you betrayed me, I'll kill you, and kill you," and mailed to her home address and to her parents. Seriously, to her family back home they sent threatening letters telling that if she comes to try and hide with you, we'll murder you as well. And it's like, okay, yeah, this is a, you know, proportional response to the idea that a woman might have had sex. Yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't get it. You'd think they would actually like the idol because of her personality or something, and not because of the fact that, you know, she's a virgin or not.
But you don't understand. If she is not a pure maiden, she cannot be my waifu.
Virgin or not, I'd go for it.
Well.
See, that's why you're not a king nerd. Because you have a basic understanding of, you know, human relationships.
Well, that filled me with some amount of rage.
Yeah, it's just this. I mean, I realize that it probably has to do with sexual insecurity and, you know, the demure Japanese female ideal and so on, that they are meant to be untouched, and that is why they look up to them, because they are these pristine, angel-like beings that are not as unclean and disgusting as those 3D PD girls around them. Editor's note: 3D PD stands for 3D pig disgusting, and is how you refer to any woman that is not two-dimensional.
Jesus Christ.
The fact that 3D PD is an official term that is used on message boards and forums both in Japan and now in the rest of the world, it just fills me with a bit of giddy joy somehow. It's just good to know that large swaths of my generation simply hate flesh and blood women and men to the point that they don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, my feelings are somewhere between amazement, joy, and rage. It's a strange feeling.
I'm glad that I don't have to compete with these guys, but I'm also a bit angry that I'm sharing this planet's limited oxygen with them.
Yeah, luckily, we still haven't found a way to have asexual reproduction. Well, kinda, but you know, at some point.
Yeah, actually,
something is
interestingly
needed.
enough, the scientists in Japan, actually, interestingly enough, I suppose, we all have to say, recently figured out how they might be able to create sperm cells from cloned cells of females.
Yeah, but...
Which means that they might be able to create a society where the male no longer needs to exist.
Well... They need that, and they need self-opening jam jars, and then it's fine.
Ho ho ho! Check your privilege there, son. Way to support patriarchy, you asshole.
Yeah, that was the worst thing I could have said.
Right, maybe not the worst, but seriously, that is a bit uncalled for, honestly. That is sexist as hell. Then again,
I don't know if that whole cloning thing actually gets anywhere. Even then, I still wouldn't want to support that whole men's rights bullshit.
Very true, very true. I don't have enough privileges, you guys. Women are making it hard for me. They're like demanding that I not beat them and stuff. I mean, it's so hard to treat 51% of humanity with respect, you know?
Hell, I find it hard to even treat 1% of them with respect. But
I was about to say, this is not really again the question. I just hate all humans evenly. If you walk on 2 feet and have the ability to speak, I probably don't like you. Shit, even if you can't walk but still can speak, I probably don't like you. But if you can't walk and can't speak, I'm probably okay with you. So basically what this means is that I work in the comatose patients ward and they are the best audience I've ever had.
All we could ask for. Just lay down and shut up.
Let's see. Wien und Linz. That's not where we're going.
Yeah, Alistair, the comatose could wake up, so the morgue is the best place, exactly.
I used to work in the comatose patients ward, but it was too active, so I just went down to the morgue instead. Joined the company. Let me show you my gothic poetry.
And this reminds me of some joke, but I won't refer to it there.
Won't bring it up on this stream. This is about trucking, not about terrible jokes.
Yeah. See, I have some decency. It's hard to find, and you have to dig deep, but it's in there, I promise.
At certain times, when the planets align, even a Norwegian can be human.
Yeah, it's hard for us to do.
It's all trolls up here, seriously. Scandinavia is where the all trolls come from originally.
Not of the internet kind, though.
If only that were true. If you had an internet troll monopoly from a geographical location in the world, that would be amazing.
Scandinavia, home of
you could
internet trolls.
just like napalm that whole area, just swat the entirety of Scandinavia in cleansing fire, and the internet would be better for everyone. Alright, hey, we're actually getting closer, with only 220 kilometers to go, roughly. We might even get there on time.
Oh my.
He said, and then suddenly slammed into something, flew off the road and exploded.
So when do you have to deliver this by? As it's...
Early Friday morning, actually, I think, so
right.
we have well over a day to work with her.
Yeah.
Well, not a day exactly, but I think 18 hours, something like that? 18 in-game hours?
Yeah, it should be plenty.
I'd hope so, yeah.
I find kind of amusing some of the deliveries you make. I mean, ore is okay, you could always deliver ore and just have it standing around, but delivering perishables about 2 or 3 days early is not always the best idea.
Just keep filling up the supply depot with fresh tomatoes. You have
Yeah.
like 15 trailers of tomatoes, but only one supermarket in the city. Man, cars passing me on all sides.
Yeah, the middle lane is really the place to drive a truck.
Hell yeah, baby. My rights as a trafficant.
So, have you had sleep yet in this game? Because I've seen there's a time to next rest stop time.
Yeah, I've disabled the fatigue simulation because it's terrible. That's pretty much the only bad thing in the game. When it's like 6 or 7 hours left, you will start going, and stuff the whole time, and it's basically the same yawn over and over and over and over again. It's so annoying.
Oh. Yeah, I never really got to drive far enough for the fatigue to set in.
Every time you got more than a few miles, you just span out, flew off the road.
No, more that the demo kind of abruptly ended when I reached level 5, so...
Oh, I see.
So I didn't really get to do the real long hauls, and it reset every time when I just did the random jobs, not with my own truck.
Damn.
Yeah.
Didn't get the whole experience.
No, I'm just kind of, oh, there we go, that's a nice move.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying when you're driving these things. You have to be a bit careful. Let's see,
Just
did we...
slam
Oh,
into
the ore
petroleum
is
tank.
undamaged. Good, the ore is undamaged. Wouldn't want those rocks to bang together.
Just slam into the petroleum tanker, that's always...
Doot. Oh, hey. Colonel Copter is here. Then again, since he's from Western Europe, I guess it's Colonel Copter.
I get nothing.
Let's all tell everyone what Colonel is in our local languages. In Swedish, Colonel is överste.
Well, this is the time I tell you, I have no idea.
You don't even know how the rank translates in Norwegian.
I have no idea how to rank the Norwegian military.
Oh, there we go.
The only thing I'm aware of is that I think they pronounce it as colonel in Dutch and Belgian, I believe.
Yeah. It's the French version of the word. Now, interesting thing, just some etymology here about överste. Överst means on top, which would imply that an överste is naturally the, commanding officer on top.
Yeah.
But he isn't. Because you still have generals
Of course you
above
do.
them. So, They're not. I guess they're the closest thing you get to a non-strategic commanding officer, maybe. And I mean, the classical term for a colonel was someone who actually had a company or regiment under his command. It was not actually a hierarchical position as per se. It just meant that you were in charge of a regiment. And that is at least according to the British military tradition, in which the colonel was basically someone who said, you know what, I'll take the responsibility of raising X number of men, and then they got the title of colonel, and then they got a bit of a yearly purse, where they were supposed to recruit and actually equip these men. Now, how many men you actually recruited and equipped, the state didn't check too often, so most of these people just pocketed a lot of the money and then picked up some peasants and gave them some rifles when the time can draw near.
Okay, I just figured it out. A quick Wikipedia search, and I now know how they ranked in the Norwegian military. It seems like we went for the Germany option. For that one is Oberst in Norwegian. Oh. So went for a kind of this, yeah.
Which roughly translates to on top as well, as, you know.
Yeah, it's the same.
Almost above. So it's basically the closest, the officer that is closest to the top that you still have direct access to, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because you don't really ask the general for orders, and the general is not generally running around on the front line.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Unless it's Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
And you want to be really close to the general, because that guy gives his squad an invulnerability save, bro. Seriously, I always wondered how that works.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're just close enough to the commander, it's okay. Bullets will literally bounce off you. If you're lucky with the dice.
Okay, last time I read anything about it, I think it was just he confers his leadership to anyone inside of radius.
Well, it depends. It's just that certain commanders have skills and abilities like that.
Yeah.
Not all of them, naturally. That would be ridiculous.
That would be silly.
Yeah, but that would be silly. Now watch me as I ride this magical unicorn into battle.
Yeah. Oh, red lights.
I like that it was a red light, it turned to green, and only like 2 AI vehicles actually managed to get moving before it turned to red again.
Yeah, they're not the greatest. Especially if it's like now and you have a truck as well. So.
Move it!
I guess that would explain why there are also mods for AI traffic.
The initial D mod. Everyone is drifting everywhere. That would be great, actually.
The traffic in this game isn't too bad, actually. If you use your turn signals properly, they'll even let you in, so it's quite...
Yeah, I mean, say what you want, but the AI for the drivers in this game is actually pretty good. I mean, the only AI drivers that are, you know, imbeciles are the ones you hire.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, does this mean that the stream's officially ruined now?
Yeah. We have
Everyone
to
can
restart
just go home.
Start over. Reload.
Reload the save. You're going to have to re-record the entire stream. Or I could just, you know, mute that shit in post.
You know we won't.
There's really no point in it either, because, I mean, someone's sneezing a bit in the background. Oh no. Big whoop.
And now that we spent 5 minutes talking about it, it would just seem really strange
What
if
are
we
they
muted
talking
it.
about? No one sneezed. I don't get it. That's the sort of thing that gets me a lot of YouTube comments.
Oh, YouTube.
Please explain this joke, which is an inside joke which was developed over 20 streams during the first year you were streaming, which was, you know, a year ago. Inquiring minds wish to know.
P.S. You're a fag.
Yeah, that usually comes up at the end, yeah.
Yeah, YouTube comments is I don't know. I just don't have the skills to write them. I mean,
I love YouTube comments, actually.
yeah, I do love them. But
I find them absolutely fascinating. Yes, it's a completely different way of communication than what you normally use.
yeah, and what any kind of skill with human interaction would ever allow you to do in front of other people. But yeah.
There's a reason why my website has a specific page for golden YouTube comments.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit sad that many of the ones that I really wanted to put on there, though, were either removed by the original commenter or sorted out as spam or reported by other people.
Well, yeah.
That's the worst part, though, when someone says something that is just hilariously dumb, and then they get angry when you point it out, and then like 2 weeks later they stealthily enter the comment section and remove their own comments. It's like, come on, man.
Oh,
The internet already knows that you did it. It's a bit too late now.
Well, if you're posting comments on YouTube, you have a lot to... you leave a lot to be desired. Let's just put it like that.
Whoa, look at this guy, huh?
Oh.
Passing a truck on a country road in a curve.
I do love when they
you
fuck that up.
badass.
And that happens sometimes when you just have to brake in the middle of the curve
Yeah.
against oncoming traffic.
Whoa!
And no way you're letting them back in.
Just block the bastard in. I don't think so, asshole. Alright, here we go. So, Bratislava, which nation are we in then, Blue Diabling?
We would have been somewhere, wouldn't we?
We would indeed be somewhere.
I guess Slovakia,
Slovakia, indeed. Unless I'm completely mistaken, we are indeed in Slovakia.
Yeah. And that's just me completely failing to pronounce the name, but thank you. Oh.
They can at least be happy that I'm not using the Swedish name for Slovakia, which is Slovenian, which is sort of terrible when you realize that it's pronounced roughly the same way as Sloven. So it's Sloven land, more or less, and it's like, wait a minute, that's not right at all. That's terrible. Why would you even say something about that about another people?
Yeah, and that's... If you have to give Norwegian language one thing, and it's not much to give it, but really, names of countries, they tend not to fuck up too badly. And that's something when you start looking at other languages, like English.
Let's just make something up.
Yeah, that's basically how do we translate a country's name into English? We make something up that suits us.
Still, I like the Chinese and Japanese variant, though, where you just basically make up descriptive names.
Yeah.
For example, Britain in Chinese translates as the land of flowers. Yay!
Why?
Yay, how pleasant! Flowers!
Yeah, pleasant, yay. But, why?
Wouldn't the land of rain be more appropriate?
How now? Let's not be negative Nancy's.
I'm not being negative, it's fact.
The land of
The
clouds.
facts are negative in their nature. They have an anti-British bias. The truth is biased. We can't accept that.
I'm say I like Britain. It is so cheap as well.
Compared to Norway, pretty much everywhere is.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of like... I like every nation. They're cheap. I don't like the people living in them, but that's a completely different story.
I like the cheap beer, I like the cheap electronics, I like the cheap shit, you know?
Yeah.
You know, if just the people could just shut up and learn to speak a proper language like Norwegian, we wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, right.
Please, no one ever learn Norwegian. Let the language die.
I mean, there's 5 million of us, and roughly 2 million of us doesn't speak Norwegian, or something that I would hesitate to call Norwegian.
It's modern Norwegian. Bokmål is more or less dying in the young generation.
Yeah, and I know it's me, as it would. No surprises there, really.
But I was curious, bokmål translates exactly to book language.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it is. Basically speaking as it is written in a proper way. People don't do that. Oh hey, we have discovered the majestic truck dealer.
Ooh.
So do they sell majestic trucks, or is the truck dealer just very majestic himself?
Well,
there's a statue of the truck dealership owner at the entrance. He just takes up half the parking lot.
Wearing a cape and a crown.
Yes.
I think they really missed something with their logo. They had a lot of opportunities there. Oh, of course, I could be wrong. Let me just check the logo.
Level up! You are a great player.
You are a great player.
Alright, maybe we should invest in some skills instead of just getting more and more ADR stuff.
Well...
Yes, we will be checking on Henry as soon as we've...
every skill except eco-driving does exactly the same thing.
More or less, yeah.
Except, yeah, change up what you're carrying, but it's the exact same thing you do, and it just keeps doing that thing better. So,
yeah, the only one of these that you actually should upgrade past level 1 is the just-in-time delivery, because you unlock urgent deliveries and rank 2.
Oh my.
Yup. Yup. Past that, there's really no reason though. Yeah.
No, I mean, if you have 100 skill points, I guess you have to put them somewhere, but...
Yeah, sooner or later you will max this shit out anyway. It's just going to take a few 100 hours of playing.
What's a few 100 hours?
Between friends on a stream. That should be my goal with Trucking Tuesday. I can't stop doing Trucking Tuesdays until I filled up all the skill slots. Holy shit, that would be the worst. 3 hours a week for like 2 years.
Oh, just trucking.
No mods, nothing. No radio, just keep driving, keep driving, keep driving.
Well, I mean...
someone let me die.
I think it's worth to watch this and actually play it, because it's some kind of... Yeah, you get this zen feeling you talked about as well. Just driving down the road is very relaxing, if nothing else.
Yeah. Alright, kids. Do we get the rank 2 of just-in-time delivery to unlock urgent deliveries, or do we get another level of long distance? It's up to you.
Urgent seems to be the thing that's going through here. So.
That is what we'll do. Alright.
Doesn't really matter. We'll get them all eventually.
We'll get them all. Alright, Henry, what are you up to? Henry is currently... He's heading back, but he's stopped to rest. Right, so... He's on his way back from Osnabrück, and he will be back in 19 hours.
And he gets paid 2.5 euros per kilometer.
God, I hate this guy. Just that freaking smug smile as well in the picture. He just knows. He knows.
Well, if it's one thing this game does absolutely right, it's the trucker pictures, because they all look like the most terrible people that you don't ever want to meet. They are a thing of beauty. That's all said about that.
Oh god. I just like this. His average profit per distance is 250 per kilometer. While mine is 23.77. His average profit per day is 570 euros. Mine is 22,782. It's like, why am I even paying you? I mean, shit. I do like, though, that despite the fact that I am, I think, what is it now, 7 levels higher than he is? I still have less than twice his rating.
Yeah.
Welp.
Yeah, that's right. It's 570 after his pay. If it weren't for what he was getting paid, he would have made it about the same as Arthur.
No, he wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have, because he takes less paying jobs and he takes shitloads of time to finish them. I mean, seriously, he takes a job that gets basically half the pay that I get for the ones that I pick, and then it takes twice as long to finish it. So it still wouldn't work. Let's see now. It's probably not going to generate any new of those before in a while. So let's see here. To Mannheim, Stuttgart, mercuric chloride to Berlin. I see.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely terrifying, actually.
It does. It sounds like something that should not be transported in any way.
Right.
Well, it depends. Is the pay good?
The pay is pretty good, actually. Well then, let's do it.
Oh, and that'll take you through the Czech Republic at least.
Yeah. Can drive through Praha.
Or through just outside, like this game loves to do. You have discovered London. It is a gas station.
The important part of London is a gas station.
Yeah, I'm sure someone would agree with you, but...
They have this great lunch offer.
Well, then again, you can get a lunch offer anywhere in London.
But this lunch offer is really, really good.
I mean, they have meal deals in their pharmacies. That just doesn't sit right with me.
In my dream society, all stores would sell food. They would just have fresh food ready for you when you step inside.
Well, move to London and we'll have it, basically.
But I also want it to be edible.
No, you didn't say anything about that.
No take-backsies. Off you go to England, you bastard.
Shipping you over.
Here's a container with the Swedish flag badly stamped on, a warning Swede warning, container contains Swede.
Any side up.
Any side up, yeah. Handle with lack of care. Signed Norway.
Yeah, like we... Even if we took over your country, we wouldn't know what to do with it, so it doesn't really...
Seriously, I always thought about that any sort of modern invasion from either direction over the Scandis would be just the most terrible and just boring freaking war. Because both sides would basically just shell each other over the border, and that's all we would do, because there was no way any sort of infantry advance would survive trying to cross the mountains. Yeah, like, it just wouldn't happen. At all.
So let's not do that.
Yeah, so let's forget that. We'll leave it to the Germans.
I'd make fun of them right now, but I kinda swore that I wouldn't do that anymore, so...
Alright, now we have a container full of mercuric chloride. That's fun. And games, right? It's not dangerous, is it?
No, not at all. Can you, by the way, just drop your cargo at any point? I never experimented with that.
Let's try. Yes, you can.
Because I do think it would be great to just leave a trailer full of
mercury chloride just
somewhere
on the highway.
Somewhere out in a field. Just, here you go. Have fun.
Yeah, as Elizabeth brings up, preferably in a river. That would be sort of amusing. I am a Captain Planet villain, basically.
Yeah.
I used to like Captain Planet. I have no idea why.
I know,
that is sort of inexplicable, actually, yeah.
Yeah, but it's something with being a child where you like all this. Ooh, it's colorful. I think that's basically it. I hope. I mean, I used to like the show as well, and I can't really see why anymore.
Fuck stop signs.
Yeah, and of course you make it all better by not stopping, but just braking a bit and then slowly drifting out into traffic.
That's how a real trucker would have done it, and you know it.
Yeah.
I'm heavier than you, he would say.
Yeah, I do kind of like that. That should be the basis of all traffic rules, really. Right of the heaviest vehicle.
Now, this is why I want a tank.
Yeah.
Essentially, I've always wanted one of those road-legal Scorpion tanks, because those things are great. They can actually hit close to 140 kilometers on a good straight. And when you turn, they drift. You are actually drifting with a light tank around highway corners. I mean, what wouldn't you pay to be able to do that on a daily basis? Just drift in a fucking tank. Legally.
Well.
Ooh. Right, let's not break the law by bursting through the national border at full speed. Seems like a bad idea. Austrians will frown upon our shenanigans.
No, Orflight, you're not deadly wrong. It's it is actually a very decent game, and
yeah.
For a simulator, it's great.
Yeah, and that's basically the reason I started Trucking Tuesdays, because, you know, it's the best simulator I've played on stream, more or less.
It is a trucking simulator and has a working physics engine, and that surprised the hell out of me, at least.
Shit actually works. I'm not entirely sure what to do now.
No, that's a problem. So. Yeah, and... So yeah, it is
whoa,
a
whoa,
good
whoa,
game.
whoa, 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 excuse me, Mr. Corman, what are you doing?
He is slowing down.
Yes, yeah, you know now, fuck it, never mind. I'm gonna drive really slow now. Eat mercury chloride, bitch, yeah, slam! Just open a nozzle on the side and just spray his car with it. Oh, we got a gas mask in there, asshole. Also, I do like that the GPS part of the game, rather than us, you know, taking the road to Brno straight from Bratislava, they want us to head towards Wien and then take a right turn.
Yep.
But why? I don't understand.
You know, it's how you drive, I guess.
Freaking GPS systems. Also, how can you say GPS system? That doesn't work because S stands for system.
Yeah, since Tapper mentioned Sega's 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker, I just now remember that there was actually another trucking game out there called Big Mother Truckers.
Oh, yeah, well, Big Mother
Mother
Truckers, that's a completely different game.
I really like the 18 Wheels of Steel arcade game, though, where you get bonus points and extra time for slipstreaming other truck drivers and shit. That's a really cool game. I used to play that in arcades.
The Big Mother Truckers is kind of the same.
Only it's terrible.
And
all the drivers are also from the same inbred families. You're competing with your family members for some reason.
Yeah, who's going to take over the business when your mother dies? I think that's the storyline in Big Mother Truckers. Which
is basically set up in like 4 pictures or something like that.
Yep.
Along with some mugshots of the ugly bastards that you will be playing as.
I don't know, one of the things that was seared into my mind was, I think one of the promotional pictures was the mother in a bikini.
Yep. They really played up that whole inbred alcoholized truckers thing. To the detriment of humanity. Oh hey, a flag. Does that mean we're crossing a border again?
Looks like it.
I like that it's the Austrian flag on this end, and then it's the flag of the European Union in the middle. And then it's the flag of the Czech Republic. And apparently there is a gas stop right on the border?
Yeah, that is surprisingly common, actually. Just somewhere to go and get lunch while the customs officers just look through your truck.
This tank is on the Austrian side, this tank is on the Czech Republic side. Depending on which one you go for, you have to pay a different gas tax. Make your choice carefully, driver. That's a nice little embankment here. That's nice.
Oh, a bridge.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Let's see, since we're passing into the Czech Republic, this is probably that river. It's... God damn it, what is it called? Seriously, my geography skills have just imploded over the last 10 years.
Yeah, who knows? I'm not too great on the rivers. I mean, I could place a lot of cities and stuff, but the rivers, they're there in some way.
Let me tell you about early development of urban areas and civilization and why rivers are so important.
Yeah, as soon as you get engineers, you can bridge them anyway.
If Civ 2 taught me anything.
Yep, that's where I have all my geographical knowledge from, and historical.
Learned of the history of mankind by looking through the research tree. Stopped at a red light in the Czech Republic. Sounds like the start of a country song.
Close at least. I mean, I'm not sure how big the country scene is in the Czech Republic.
Okay, how about this? We add that my wife just left me, and I'm all out of bourbon. That is totally country.
Yep. It's kind of sad, actually, the country singers have the monopoly on being able to sing I do no longer have any booze, and I am sitting in a truck somewhere, because they're not the only ones.
I have no booze, but I must drink.
Yeah. Now there's a song title.
I'm just imagining Anne with a Texan accent.
I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, I was about to say, for a few floating moments there.
Yeah. But that would get you some angry YouTube comments.
At least now we're on the road to Praha. That's a great city, actually. I really like my time in Praha.
Yeah, it's a fun little city. You can get a glass of vodka for breakfast.
Yeah, there are these amazing student pubs where you can basically just drink yourself to death for a few euros a day. If you're that way inclined. I mean, they sell like 66 centiliters bottles of beer for like 50 cents. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but if you really want to drink yourself to death, you do not start on beer. You're in Prague, you have other options.
Very true, very true. Still, they had a lot of interesting experiences. They capitalized a lot on the medieval history of the city and the Renaissance history. So there are a like medieval markets and stuff like that, and stores even specializing in medieval replicas and stuff that you're supposed to buy as souvenirs. And I have always been fond of swords. I collected swords for a while. I still have over a dozen of them just lying around. But in Praha, I found this amazing little just stand, more or less, on one of the plazas that was just decked out from wall to wall with swords, axes, armor, helmets. It basically looked like a well-stocked medieval armory, more or less. And standing there was the most bored and depressed looking man, just leaning on his elbows, his head hung low, looking from side to side, all bleary-eyed. It looked like he had just managed to drop his habit as an alcoholic, and was unable to sleep due to lack of booze, and was just forced to stay in that stand so that people could keep an eye on him. And I remember thinking, God damn it, you're like in the place that I most want to be in the world right now. Just the proprietor of a stand that sells swords. And
Yeah.
you somehow look like you are being tortured to death.
All I really remember from Prague was going into some local little dinery one day and getting breakfast, which consisted of a grilled cheese baguette and a 250 milliliter glass of vodka.
Yummy.
The breakfast menu.
Here's your sandwich, sir, and your complimentary vodka. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that was about it.
You sure you don't want an extra bottle to bring along with you, sir? It's quite a long walk.
And that also explains why I don't remember much.
My time in Praha, I remember it well. I arrived, I got the 2 complimentary bottles of vodka, then I woke up in Berlin.
Oh, I've woken up in all the European cities.
All of them, literally all of them.
Yep.
All major urban centers. At one time or another, the Blue Javelin has woken up on a park bench and gone, eh? Eh?
Yeah.
Var är jag?
Oh! That was some Svornigen.
That's the only language we Swedes speak, and you know it. As I mentioned, Swedes can't do proper Norwegian at all. It's just...
Oh, I know. I really know. And somehow they always pitch it up an octave or two when they're trying to do Norwegian
because
as well.
that's how stereotypical Norwegians talk in our movies, basically. They always speak like this, you know?
Yeah.
They're always super happy to be there.
And you have the one to choose from as well in Sällskapsresan.
He, on the other hand, is probably the most successful person featured in those movies, and also by far the most pleasant person, so I don't know. If there's one thing I've learned from that series of film, it's basically that if you have a Norwegian friend, keep him close, because he is the only person who's going to make your life better. Everyone else is just going to be a dick and try to ruin everything.
I'm seriously considering doing something incredibly embarrassing right now.
You're going to reveal that you were a secret Norwegian all along.
No, I found that one opening speech from Am of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't even try. I will get reported so many times. Flagged for offensive content.
Yeah, it's just as well. I can't do accents to save my life.
Oh, hey, look at that. Whoa, he's 100, 100. Whoa, look at that.
Downhill,
Shit.
baby.
Whoa. We touched 105 kilometers an hour. That is the fastest I've ever driven in this game. Sweet.
Oh.
Fuck speed limiters. Let's try to go downhill. Maybe if you drive fast enough, the speed limiter will think that there's something wrong with it and it will clock upwards.
Yeah, that sounds like a beautiful plan.
Tapam, I know that my racing line is terrible, but that's because I'm trying to waste as much gas as possible.
Yeah, because that's the only proper way to drive a truck. Follow the best racing lines.
Hey, you know.
Unfortunately, Saito, there is no trophies in this game yet, but it's coming out on Steam, so I'm hoping for the best.
Steam Shivos.
Oh yeah.
Though I doubt that we original customers are going to get a free Steam copy, though.
Probably not, and that's why I'm waiting. So that's why I'm not playing this game at the moment. It has
at this very moment, it's not playing this game only for the sole reason that it's not yet on Steam.
Yeah, basically that's why I'm not. That's why I still have a life.
Farming sim and Euro Truck sim? How is he even going to have time to sleep? Poor Blue Yelling.
No, that would be a headline. Norwegian played himself to death playing Euro Truck Simulator.
Well, if it happens in Korea.
Yeah. It does. Probably.
It does. One of my favorite video game related news items of all time is that guy who came into Seoul from basically some freaking farming village or whatever, and he went into an internet cafe for the first time, and they had StarCraft, and he sat down to play, and then 28 hours later he died of exhaustion. And it's like, just, you know, Godspeed, you crazy diamond, you. Just...
But yeah, so many of these guys, they die so early from exhaustion. I mean, if you go 3 or 4 days, I could understand it, but 28 hours I've had.
Yeah, but the thing is, he didn't drink, he didn't eat, and apparently he didn't even leave his seat to pee. So he was just horrifically intently focused on the screen for 28 hours without any sort of break or refueling, and, you know, you weigh approximately twice what the average Korean does, so...
Yeah, I guess, but...
Let's see, what did I say? Why do they sell Renault trucks in the Czech Republic?
Because even the French don't want to.
Renault trucks are sold everywhere except France. They know better. Wroclaw.
Yeah.
Wroclaw?
Yeah, let's go there.
I can't stand Eastern European city names because I always feel so stupid when I can't pronounce them. I realize that it's not really my fault because I'm from a, you know, language background where we pronounce those letters in that order completely differently. And I've never actually heard the names of those cities spoken out loud in my life. So... Yes, I hate Tallinn and I hate Tartu as well. Terrible places, Chief. Never been to either, but I know they're terrible.
Everything is terrible. It's a good way to start. If you, it's a great base in life. Everything is terrible, and then you can get pleasantly surprised at times.
Yeah, that's what I always say. That the pessimist is rarely wrong, but always pleasantly surprised. So there is basically no reason to be anything else than a pessimist. If things don't work out, you're prepared for it and you will be ready to handle it, and you will be able to tell people, I told you so, and feel all important. But if you happen to be wrong, you are of course pleasantly surprised and things work out better than you originally thought they would. If we just, you know, put it in game theory, we realize that being a pessimist is the optimal approach to pretty much everything. Oh, here we go. Heading off to Dresden with some...
Hey, someplace we can pronounce. Let's go there. Germany, that's safer ground.
Good old Dresden.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to the Netherlands. I might be able to pronounce a couple of things.
Oh, no, please don't. I get confused. And when I get confused, I get kind of sad.
I'm confused and sad.
Oh.
Blue Graveling is the saddest badger.
The saddest badger.
Actually, I think I know what is the saddest badger, because...
Is this some kind of horrible joke?
No, it's not actually a joke. It's a reference to a Swedish documentary about a family that had a pet badger. And that badger was pretty rad, actually. It was completely docile since it had actually been raised by the family since it was small, so it didn't have a problem with people at all. It was basically like a really weird dog. And the only problem is that it had this habit of exploring and digging around in things, and once it apparently managed to make its way into an oven that was on. But once it got inside, it was sort of stuck. So it took a while and it started scratching on the glass, and it was only then that the family realized that it was actually stuck in there. They managed to get it out. But it had been in the heat for so long that all its fur fell off. So it was a bright red, hairless badger.
Oh god.
That they had to, you know, gently rub in some, you know, burn ointment once every few hours to make sure that the pain was bearable for the poor thing. And the veterinary basically said, I've never seen anything like this, so, you know, just keep that burn ointment on, give him plenty of water to drink, and it'll probably grow back out. Luckily it did. But for a while he was the only naked badger in the world.
Well, you know, everything has to start somewhere.
I smell a Disney movie.
The Naked Badger.
That sounds like one of my home movies.
I was about to say, that's not really a Disney title at all, is it, Blue Graveling? Still,
I don't know, the Naked Badger might possibly make for a pretty decent pornography nickname.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, well at least I got that sorted. So yeah, I guess it's off to porn for me.
Oh, I guess. Off to have sex for money again. Talking about badgers, one of my favorite children's books, when I was a kid, and still is actually, is The Badger That Wanted to Be a Car Mechanic. It sounds a bit absurd, I realize that, but it's actually a really good book.
It's a children's book, so absurdity is kind of baseline there.
But it's actually really neat, because the badger actually shaves itself and uses a old coveralls it found and a small hat to hide that it's a badger and pretend that it's a small human. And it actually gets a job as a car mechanic because it loves engines and cars. So it's been studying basically over the shoulder, just studying the mechanics that are already working there, and they go, "Oh, you're a great mechanic," and the badger is so pleased with himself. It's never actually explained how he actually communicates with the humans. I guess that badgers actually secretly speak Swedish, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
If badgers speak any language, it's probably Swedish.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, well, there is a name for animals that do love engines and cars, and it is generally... yes, fuck it. I just gave up.
Desperately racking your mind, trying to find the proper word here, only to realize that no, there is no such definition.
Oh, I guess roadkill would be as close as it could come.
Oh, that's mean. A lot of badgers die to cars every year.
Yeah.
It's about time we even up the score.
Put
Road Wars Badger Edition.
Put badgers in tanks. The only solution.
They wait at the rest stops, and when you step out, that's your leg, bitch. Didn't expect a coordinated attack from multiple badgers at once, did you?
Yes, sire. Humans die from cars every day, but humans are not important.
Yeah, I was about to say, no one gives a shit about humans getting killed.
They are not badgers.
Yeah, they're not cute and furry. It's the same thing as pandas, basically. If China spent as much money on saving its own people as it did on preserving pandas, they would be... I mean, we're talking like tens of thousands of people not starving each year. While pandas add nothing whatsoever, either to nature or humanity, other than that they look pretty cute.
Pandas are one of those races that really deserve to be extinct.
Well, they've sort of evolved themselves into a corner.
Yeah, so maybe, just maybe, we should just let them go quietly into the night and not really bother with it.
Nature will find a way.
Yeah, and
by that we mean that we will breed them in zoos at cost of hundreds of millions of dollars.
Or it will just find a way to go on without the panda.
But that's impossible. What would a world without pandas look like?
Pretty much the same as it does now.
But I mean, think about that Chinese food chain. You know, the panda...
Yeah, all the bamboo that doesn't get eaten. Oh yeah, we would have enormous bamboo forests going nowhere.
What of my investment in bamboo forests for panda food? My investment! Investing in bamboo. Has anyone actually ever done this?
Probably. Unfortunately.
Still, bamboo is a pretty amazing thing, actually. You can do so many things with bamboo.
Yeah,
it's one of those wonder materials, basically.
Yeah, so we would be fine. Let the pandas die. Let's start campaigning.
Actually, yeah, come to think about it, fuck pandas, I want bamboo. If it came down to a vote whether or not we could have pandas or more bamboo, I would probably go for the bamboo, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible person that way, I realize, but shit. Pandas never done anything for me.
Bamboo has.
Yeah, bamboo has.
So... Actually, I want to know something from Mr. Panda Bear here. If you pandas are from mountainous areas of China and Tibet, how come you eat bamboo, which is proven to grow only in dry, more arid regions?
That was a good episode.
Of what?
South Park.
Oh, that explains it.
Blue Jabbing is far too civilized for that terrible drivel.
Yeah, I'm the most civilized person around. It's just not quite absurd enough for my tastes. Yeah, so we have a name for the stream now. Truckin' Tuesday killed the pandas.
Truckin' Tuesday.
Terrible accents.
Panda killer. That could be the logo, just an adorable panda in a crosshair.
I can't have to do something now, I realized. Time to find out if I can draw a panda.
Go for it. Staying in the middle lane so I have as much room as possible to go crazy when I lose control of my vehicle. The car next to me actually slowed down when I did that. He realized that, wait, this might be a bad idea. Should probably just let that truck do what it likes.
What are we talking about?
No, we just let go of the accelerator and just roll. Save some gas.
Oh, not start singing.
So, trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, trucks. So
Apparently we are getting close to Berlin already. This doesn't really look like the Berlin suburbs to me, but...
It does.
I
Well,
see.
Not the suburbs, but the road to Berlin. Every road in Germany looks exactly like this. You might have some more rocks at
I suppose.
Now then.
Let this be your final battle, Blue the Alien states, as he puts pen to the paper.
Yeah, I just realized that I sat down to draw a lot of things I do not know how to draw.
How to draw a panda. Draw a raccoon, then make it a bit fatter and get rid of the grey.
And a tail.
Basically cut off all that extraneous bullshit. Make it fat.
The panda. A fat raccoon without the bullshit. That sounds like a great documentary.
The perfect explanation of what you're looking at. Really, there should be a documentary that just explains pandas. Well, you see, a few 100,000 years ago, this was a pretty decent animal. Since then, it has sort of regressed to a state where we don't really understand why it's here anymore.
It is still a fun animal to play in Tokyo Jungle, but that's about all I can say for it.
Ah, that's why we still need pandas.
Yep.
There we go. Mystery solved. In order for Tokyo Jungle 2 to exist, we need the panda.
It's enough with the first game, we can lose them now.
You can't cut content from the sequel, bro.
Oh. Damn.
Actually, if there's one thing I've learned about modern sequels, that is exactly what you can do.
Yep.
I mean, hell, Electronic Arts has been doing it for years.
And man, are they made a lot of money that way. Well, here I am again, barreling down the road at full speed in perfect darkness. I don't really care for too much about the whole safety thing, I realize. Well, there are freaking curves everywhere. Can I just get a straight road, damn it? Right, making a left turn over here. We have some meeting traffic, so please get out of the way, Mr. Truxer. Thank you. We'll actually hit the road instead of the divider there. Great. Alright, we're on the home stretch. Arrive in the haunted city of Berlin under a full moon.
Alright.
What a horrible night to drive a truck.
Oh god.
That's what the mercury chloride is for, of course. It's for vampires. That makes sense.
The what?
The mercury chloride that I'm carrying.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I had kind of forgotten all about that by now.
What are we
Oh yeah,
transporting
right, we were delivering
anyway?
something, weren't we?
What are we transporting anyway? Let me check. Oh, it says here there's an incredibly dangerous and unstable chemical.
Oh no.
You have discovered a recruitment agency. Henry feels that his job is at risk. And he should. Fucking Henry. Your performance does not improve. We will have to take drastic measures, Henry. Drastic measures.
That sounds a bit scary.
I don't mean to scare you, Henry. I mean to terrify you.
Improve or you will die.
Death will be a release from what I have planned for you, Henry. And we are here. Alright! Woohoo! At the NBFC Berlin.
Right.
As usual, we are not doing the parking thing. Cause fuck that noise. Right, no damage whatsoever.
Now that must be a first time for everything.
Hey now. It's happened before. I'm a good driver. See what new upgrades have we unlocked for the Scania. The Joker Bull Bar, the Champion Bull Bar, the Viking Light Bar and the Nexus Doorsteps. I like the idea of spending 2,000 euros on just exchanging for cooler doorsteps.
Yeah.
They're freaking perforated metal plates, man.
That's worth 2,000 euros.
Make them yourself. Shit.
But I can't help but notice your extreme lack of headlights on your truck. You need to do something about that at some point.
I'm a darkness driver, what can I say? Right, he still have 10 hours left before he even gets back, good old Henry.
Oh, you, Henry.
Oh, you.
Thou art so useless.
Wish I got paid how Henry does.
Who doesn't? Really?
And yeah, and as Overflight, I did bring that up already during the first stream that I would really love to see those crazy Decotora trucks modded into this game, because that is great. I do know that there are several actual Japanese arcade games in which you drive those, and they're completely insane and amazing and wonderful. But I don't think it's quite within the scope of this game.
Well, I looked around, but I wasn't able to find anything, so...
Alright, someone desperately wants a delivery of fuel.
In the Netherlands.
Whoops. Didn't mean to press that at all. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Luxembourg, Zurich, Amsterdam. Rostock. Maybe we should just go to Rostock.
Let's all go to Rostock. Why not?
I don't know, is that anything like Woodstock?
No. But it's the city closest to Sweden that you can actually get to in this game.
Yeah, I would love to see Norwegian Road in this game, just as the hard mode.
Just endless curves, sea on one side, mountains on the other.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get to a place that is more lowland, it's just forest on both sides.
Yep.
Completely featureless.
And still curves everywhere.
Yep. Straight roads. Fuck that noise. We don't believe in that in Scandinavia.
God.
And off we go! Vroom vroom.
Vroom, 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 indeed.
Let's go make some crazy money! I've already used that work during 2 of the previous trucking streams, I think, but I don't even care.
Well, that's what we do. I mean, you're making quite a fair amount of cash.
Kiosura says that we should not go to Rostock because it is full of neo-Nazis and decay. Yep, sounds like the Swedish influence, alright. Well, if we don't want to go to Rostock, we can either go to Amsterdam or Rotterdam instead.
Oh.
What's the deal with the Netherlands and all these damn cities? Let's see.
Am I going to dignify that with a response?
I don't mind if you don't.
I don't know, actually, come to think of it, I never sat down and thought about it.
Welp. Right, so they expect us to go across the entirety of Germany, more or less, into the Netherlands in 10 hours.
Doable.
Doable, but pretty harsh, actually. Question is, do we do it? I don't want to be late. Well, what do you think, Stream Chat? Rotterdam or Amsterdam?
Well, personally, I'd go for Rotterdam. I mean, Agent 47 was once there in the first Hitman game, supposedly.
Supposedly.
I never reached that level. Alright, Rotterdam it is. The rat pond, as it translates roughly in Swedish.
Roughly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All that I've heard about Absolution is that it's on its own, it's a pretty decent game and all that, but I think quite a couple of reviewers were of the opinion that you're probably just better off with blood money if you have that.
Yeah, the thing about Absolution is that, much like XCOM, if it hadn't been a Hitman game, it would have been more than acceptable, but since it is a Hitman game, it pisses me off just to think about it.
Well, Lisa Conan O'Brien video was pretty funny.
That's because he's a professional comedian, Shining.
I wish I was a professional comedian.
And I could play video games on TV and get paid for it. But yeah, Conan is pretty great. But he's also a very good way to show who Hitman Absolution is for. Because we see a man approaching his 50s sitting on a chair screaming, "Yeah! I shot him right in the head! Did you see that?" That's the sort of person who should be playing Hitman Absolution. Someone who is overcome with joy at the idea of shooting latex nuns with an assault rifle.
Run that by me again.
Yeah, I don't really know all that much about it, just that there was this really controversial trailer involving Agent 47 basically shooting a bunch of nuns.
Wearing latex bonder gear, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like my kind of game.
Makes sense. Also, the game is amazing because there are just, strange enough, just man-sized containers everywhere. Just perfect compartments to stick bodies in. Like 10 steps apart on every fucking level.
Yep.
But how? Who? Why?
I'm sure you'll find someone to blame if you try hard enough.
The corpse cleanup society. So tired of all these dead bodies just lying around. It's on sanitary. Now then, this will be an interesting ride, since we basically have to drive pretty damn fast to actually get there in time. Man, it's in the middle of the night, so I can't see jack shit. Let's honk so that people know we're coming.
See, I told you should have bought some more headlights.
Honk if you value your life.
Now that's a bumper sticker.
Come with me if you want to live is the perfect bumper sticker. You just barreling down the road at breakneck speed in a truck. I always like the one that basically goes, if you're close enough to read this, you're already dead.
I was just imagining Kenshiro driving a truck. Which I'm pretty sure he probably did once.
Yeah, he drives a couple of cars, so I'm not entirely sure if he ever drives a truck though. He's never mentioned whether he has a license actually, I realize.
Yeah, he probably knows enough how to drive a car just because of his Hokuto Shinken.
He watched someone else drive a car. I have learned your techniques.
I am now a car driver.
I am already driving.
Then who was car? Seriously, putting fist on a North Star in any situation makes it... it just makes it better, really. Because fist on the North Star is completely ridiculous.
Or just utterly confusing in my case.
Oh, goodness. If you're not familiar, well, you know, I can understand that.
Yeah. Not.
I'm not even going to try to explain.
No, please don't. I think we're all better off without.
Those who are in the know, they already know. Those who are not in the know are advised to do their own research. All they need to know is that in 1990X, the world was consumed in nuclear fire. Then an awfully buff Japanese guy walked around poking people and then they blow up.
Yeah.
A very basic summary of the intricate and poetic nuances of this modern avant-garde work in the genre of Japanese animation, commonly known as anime.
I was kind of hoping for a second you would say Japanese cartoons there just to piss everyone off.
Japanimation, like it was originally called in the US. The terrible movie is actually Australian Anon, which makes it even more amazing. It has exclusively Australian actors and was recorded in Australia.
Didn't it also star Malcolm McDowell?
What did at some point?
The thing is that it honestly might have.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Check IMDb right now. I only have fragmented memories of that movie. I only saw it once. That was enough. God, it was so bad. I mean, even with the source material being silly, I can't understand how they managed to make such a bad movie from that. While also basically pissing the canon in the face while they were at it. Just because.
Yep.
Because as we all know, if you're going to, you know, base a movie on material, the best way is to discard half of that material and add new material that doesn't fit and makes no sense. Because it makes it more fun and wacky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Malcolm McDowell, he played the role of Ken Shido and Shin's master. And apparently Shin was done by Costas Mandalore.
There you go.
Which I think went on to star in some of the Saw movies.
oh,
Which
joy.
probably isn't that big of a leap.
First he tortured our minds and eyes, and then he went on to star in Saw. Yeah, it's sort of a natural career progression, I suppose. And I'm driving so fast in the night. It's like a David Lynch movie. Can't see shit, Captain.
Isn't that how it always should be? Driving is so much more fun when you have no clue what's going on.
And yeah, I think I had a vague memory of this, but I wasn't sure. But apparently the one that directed the Fist of the North Star movie was the same guy that apparently directed the second Hellraiser movie.
Ooh.
And apparently directed 2 episodes of Power Rangers in Space.
Power Rangers in space.
Wait,
bitches.
what?
I don't know. Apparently it was a 2-parter called Dark Spectre's Revenge.
Seriously, I just have to say that I really, really, really love just, you know, certain directors and scriptwriters and stuff when you look at their IMDb pages and it's just stuff like that. It's like first credited role is Space Martians Invade. And they finish their careers with the Blonde Bimbo Strikes Back 7. And you realize, yes, this is what you have spent your life on achieving. I mean, couldn't you just have gotten out early? I mean, I realize...
Could have been worse.
Yeah. I actually read up recently, interestingly enough, on the Iron Eagle movies. If no one's seen the Iron Eagle movies, you should at least see the first one, because it is so retardedly 80s that it's absolutely wonderful.
Ooh, nothing like retarded ladies.
Yeah, I mean, I know that using the word retarded is regarded as uncouth and impolite and terrible and so on, but really, I mean, the plot for those movies and what goes on is retarded. There is no other word that fits. Because imbecilic would imply that they do not suffer from some sort of mental malediction. I still love them though. Or, well, I love the first one. The second one is a lot worse, the third is even worse, and the fourth one is horrifically bad.
Now this drawing is taking so long, it won't even make any sense when I'm done with it. People see a picture and what the fuck's going on here? I don't know. Have they ever talked about this? Nope.
You should pop in next Saturday on the stream and just post a picture in the stream chat without comment. See who the real fans are.
Yeah, I usually do that.
Watch all the streams.
Like the silly My Hippo picture. Oh god, please no.
That picture was great. I wish that was a game mode.
You know, every game can be improved by adding the damn gummy hippo from that game.
Yeah, I mean, somehow those freaking gummy hippos are simultaneously cute and horrifying. I just don't know what it is about them, but I don't know. They're like the perfect villains somehow.
Villainous hippos.
Well, they are. I mean, I can almost, imagine what it would be like to shoot those things, or blow them up, or jump on them like Goombas. I mean, I can imagine myself doing horrible things to these gummy hippos.
No, that's a quote for the box art.
That's the one I'm going to write in my review when Gummy Hippo Reloaded comes out. I can see myself doing horrible things to these hippos. Man, it's too bad that the company that made that game is still around. Otherwise I would just steal that stuff. Just steal their art assets and start making my own Gummy Hippo game. At this point I'm just driving as fast as I can down the road. I don't even care what's out there. Reach the point where no one's life matters more than the cargo. If I meet Buddha on the road, I will overtake him. That is my Bushido. Or Trakido, I suppose.
Trakido, yeah, that's...
Or maybe as the Dodo. The way of the roads.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Yeah, definitely.
Or the even more terrifying Dodo door, in which you drive suicidally because you're much like the way of the dodo bird.
Oh.
Dodo, going the way of the dodo.
Right.
Like the samurai did. Ho ho!
Oh, snap!
All you samurai watching this video.
Damn.
This was a bird on you. God.
That's a bit insensitive.
Yes, it really is. All those poor unemployed samurai these days. I think we went over this on one of the... I want to say first or second Euro Truck Simulator stream. Just what would you were supposed to do with a container full of ghost samurai? Can we bring that up again?
Please.
You see, I've been doing some math.
People still do math.
I know, right?
Well, hey, for me, it's an actual genuine question because by the time I went to high school, we didn't really do math anymore. They just gave us calculators.
Yeah, it's a bit sad. Education is not really what it should be.
And Frank and
I don't know, to be perfectly honest, in the beginning I was thinking there, that it's absolutely sad on how education could have gone this far down the drain, but eventually I just started thinking, I went through all that bullshit in elementary school for this?
Yep, that's what most adults think. And Frankentan just tweeted about my container full of Ghost Samurai.
There you go.
Now I'm going to get those targeted ads. Ghost Samurai, sheep, eBay.
That's a nice targeted ad to have, though.
I did get one where they said that the castle of Castlevania was really cheap on the Swedish eBay variant, and I was basically, oh, alright. Sure, the cursed castle of Dracula, I'll buy it. What do you want for it? I mean, it sounds like fun and games, right? It's too bad it's only around once every 100 years or so.
I get like finding a virgin these days.
Also, actually, I learned just recently, only a week or two ago, reading through the Castlevania wiki, that apparently the canon Dracula in the Castlevania games is originally Swedish.
Are we talking about Messiah's Kronkfist?
Yep. And it's pronounced Kronqvist, by the way.
Oh, listen to the Swede.
I'm just going with how they pronounce it in the games, but they hardly ever get it right, so...
Mattias Kronqvist.
Kronqvist. Listen. Oh, you Swedes and your quists.
We had a lot of cues to work with, okay? We didn't use them in anything else.
Neither did we.
So
we just left them out of the language altogether.
Cues? Psh. Screw that noise. Add more umlauts.
Well, I'm sorry. My Swedish just isn't all that great. I'm still stuck on do dog.
Do dog.
Do dog what?
We were playing the Swedish homebrew Amiga game Berra a while back, and when you died, the screen said "Du dog."
Oh, right.
And then everyone watching the stream who had no idea what Swedish is spoken like tried to pronounce that in various ways, and I found that just amazingly hilarious.
Yeah, I can see that. Do dog. Yeah. Not that my pronunciation would be the greatest, but I would have been closer, I can say as much.
Coming from the same language base will do that.
Yeah. Same bullshit.
Bullshit is the right term to use when speaking about the Scandinavian languages, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always liked the Castlevania series, though basically the only game that I played and finished in the series is Symphony of the Night, of course, and then one of the DS ones. I can't even remember which one.
Order of Ecclesia?
Was it? No.
It's the one with the female protagonist?
Yeah, it was not the one with the female protagonist. I think it was one with one of that near-future hipster Japanese high school guy. What's his name?
Oh, I think you're talking about Dawn of Sorrow. Soma Cruz, I believe?
Yeah, right, Soma Cruz. That is totally a Japanese name. I played one of them on the GBA as well, but I didn't beat it. But yeah, I basically just did some research because I'm one of those people who are suckers for, like, video game canon and shit. And stories and background characters and stuff like that. I basically just love video game story trivia. And I read up on the Castlevania wiki and realized that apparently they had, you know, created an actual honest-to-God background story and for Dracula and the Belmont family and stuff like that. And I went, oh well, maybe I should read up on that shit. And then it just turned out that, yeah, the man that became Dracula was apparently named Mattias Kronqvist, and it's like, okay, sure, why not? There you go.
There you go.
Suddenly, my avatar makes sense. I was the Dracula all along.
Ooh. This is getting real scary.
I don't know, the thing that I mostly remember about the Castlevania story is, I don't know, the many forums that actually had all sorts of arguments going on about which games were and weren't canon.
Yeah, and as Lurkopter brings up, Lord of Shadow might retcon that, but the thing is that Lords of Shadow has been stated by both Konami and the developers to be a parallel universe. Lords of Shadow is basically a God of War style reboot of the series and has nothing to do with the other games whatsoever.
I don't know, I thought Lords of Shadow was pretty decent.
It's a decent game, but it's still a parallel world. It has nothing to do with the Castlevania canon.
Well, at least it had Patrick Stewart, that's something.
A lot of games have Patrick Stewart, though.
As they should.
Yes, they should. All games should have Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart should be in everything.
The world would be a better place.
I will make a game in which the protagonist is voiced by Steve Blum, And his mentor is Patrick Stewart. And that will be the whole voice cast. Everyone else is text only. Because we ran out of budget. But it's going to be okay.
Or every single other character could also be voiced by Stephen Blum.
That is true.
I mean, it's not like he hasn't done that before.
Oh god, if I could get Brian Blessed to be in a video game that I made, that would make my life. Seriously. Brian Blessed is just one of those people that I just adore him as an individual. He's just so amazing in every way. And he keeps on being amazing.
I don't know, I mostly remember him from that one British sitcom, Blackadder, starring Rowan Atkinson. In the first season, he pretty much played the king, and it was absolutely amazing.
Brian Blessed tends to be amazing in pretty much everything he's part of. He also tells the most amazing stories when he appears in programs like QI, for example. Such as when he relates when he spent a night in a high plateau in Mongolia, slightly deprived of oxygen, and ended up making out with a wolf. And he just makes it flow so naturally that you basically only go, yeah, made out with a wolf, yeah, I can see that.
Why not?
Yeah, and he once had to abandon one of his climbs of Mount Everest because a guy 35 years younger than him couldn't keep up. It's like, what the hell are you made out of? And oh, by the way, I skied to the North Pole while I was at it. Okay. Sure. How old were you? Well, I was in my 60s.
Of course you were.
Of course you were. And that magnificent beard, seriously. Ah. And then, of course, his appearance in the 1982 movie Flash Gordon.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that one.
You really should. You really should. He has an amazing line in that where when he says, Gordon's alive! And he has basically turned that into his own sort of cliche in that he will consistently bring it out when you least expect it. Which is
shit, that actually
amazing.
Reminds me. I haven't actually seen the Flash Gordon movie, but I have heard of the porno knockoff, Flesh Gordon.
Oh, Flash Gordon.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember I actually owned 2 DVDs where they apparently collected like various movie trailers, and one of them was of this one movie called Flesh Gordon, which was basically pornographic version of Flash Gordon, where, I don't know, that pretty much all took place on a planet called Porn and the like. And
yeah,
the funniest things about that trailer was that at the very end, you pretty much have a voice saying not to be confused with the original Flash Gordon.
Oh.
Oh.
But I thought, oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, you were saying?
What was I saying? He just wanted to bring up that Flash Gordon, as we all know, originally started as a comic strip back in, like, the 30s, I believe? Maybe even earlier? It's a really old franchise.
I've mostly heard about the fact that there was a TV show back in the day that was pretty popular.
Yep. It was in pretty much every media way before they made the feature movie. But Flesh Gordon is almost as old, basically, which is the hilarious thing. You would think that it would be sort of a thing that they created specifically for the parody, but no, that actually had, comics of its own. And some raunchy sexploitation novels. And then they made a movie. And then you start wondering, wait, hold on a minute, how is this even working? What about copyright? And then you realize that there is actually a slight overlap in the production team in certain places, and you realize that it's a conspiracy.
The Flesh Gordon conspiracy.
Now, hey, you have to admit that that's the sort of conspiracy you would subscribe to.
Yeah, I could live with that, and not being the royal family are reptile aliens.
Yes, the king is a reptilian. No one gives a shit. They supposedly have blue blood anyway, you know?
Ooh, clever.
Oh hey, Samurai Fuchs is online. He's tried to talk to me, but I'm streaming a game and I can't let go of the keyboard, oh no. I feel terrible every time I have, have no hands available, that I'm doing something right now, and then someone types something to me in some IM program, and I just go, God damn it.
I have no hands and I must type. Just keep up with the team. Let's see.
Wait, Brian Blessed voiced a character in Warhammer 40k Fire Warrior?
Of course he did.
Okay then. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day, no matter how useless the information is. But yeah, Fire Warrior of all games. Why? 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 I'm going to just walk around the apartment tonight going, why? Why to myself? Oh god, what was that?
Oh hey, it actually worked.
Please warn us before you do things.
Okay.
So he brought you in, folks. Okay.
He did. I didn't know who did it. I was kinda,
You just pressed OK.
I didn't see why not.
Yeah, I suppose. Let's everyone be social in the Skype call.
Hooray.
The reason I wasn't typing an answer to is because I'm currently driving a truck.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Fair
Right.
enough.
It's Trucking Tuesday. Forgot about that.
We're on the way to Rotterdam.
Totally forgot about that.
I don't blame you. I almost do. Every other week, so...
There we go. Well,
The driver himself ends up 20 minutes later going, shit, shit, shit.
sometimes I should probably pay closer attention to the whole Twitter thing.
Bah. There's one thing I've learned from watching the Twitter feeds of others is that Twitter is all about just puking out your opinions on things you know nothing about, talking about useless shit that has happened in your life that not even your family cares about. No, hey, a train. No, wait, what the hell? Why is there an aircraft on the bridge? There's an aircraft on the bridge!
Why isn't there one?
I did not expect that.
It is for the aircraft to cross the road. Please.
But
Well, you
why
know,
would you-
theoretically, it would be possible to drive an aircraft like a car, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it has been done.
It would just be ungodly inefficient.
There was this one guy who drove a small one-engine Cessna aircraft from Las Vegas to Los Angeles or whatever it was. So it's entirely doable as long as the police don't stop you. But yeah, as I was saying, Twitter is basically a lot about complaining about shit no one cares about, speaking about opinions about things you don't know anything about, and generally believing that people actually care about what you think.
Yes, that is everyone ever's Twitter, including my own.
Then once in a while, people actually release nuggets of wisdom or alert you to interesting things or actually, you know, share good content. But I wish you could do that more often. That
and
goes
it's
for
also
all
a
of you
matter
out
of
there
being
in
in the right place at the right time, because I don't individually go and click everyone I follow's profile. So if somebody tweets something about something hours before they do it, and they're like, well, why didn't you see that I was doing this? And my answer is always, because I'm not constantly checking Twitter.
I have a very good solution to that. Basically, I've installed Silverbird in Chrome, which means that every time someone I am following, which aren't that many people, tweets something, the icon turns red, and then I click on the icon in my browser and a drop-down list pops down to show me the tweet.
I will look into that, actually.
That is actually really handy. It's easier to keep abreast of things, and also a good way to just keep your hands occupied while you're doing other things like reading or watching a video or shit, waiting for video encoding to finish or whatever. Let's see if we can sneak in here. Please don't hit me with your truck. I think I may have knocked over a traffic sign, but...
They'll grow back.
Yeah, they grow... Wait, they do? I had no idea. Yeah, no damage taken, so we should be good. Oh shit, son. Has it appeared?
Finally. Took me way too long.
I think it took just long enough. Sadly, I can't look at it right now. But I will soon.
But if you look at it, it'll burn out your retinas.
It will be worth it. Self-censoring.
It's a bit of a weak horn for such a presumably big truck.
I wish you could buy and upgrade your new horns. That would be great.
Just get some half ice cream van, half heavy freight truck.
Or be able to mod the sound files in the game to change the horn.
You probably can.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can, actually.
That would be kind of awesome.
Right, let's see. Diggy 500 has been delivered. Excellent work, soldier. You are now level 1 million.
Gotta get up that rep in the online trucking community, son.
I'm a level 12 skilled worker. Let's invest that shit in long distance. Just gonna keep driving further and further and further. Alright, so what is Henry up to?
Getting back?
He probably still is. Let's see. Oh yes, he's going to arrive in 0 hours.
Oh, my.
Hooray!
Awesome.
Good times.
Henry.
Henry, have you always driven alone? Tell me, Henry, why am I even paying you?
Well, I'll say this much. I don't think I'll ever forget about Trucking Tuesday ever again.
The hell is this? Left exhaust flow 1.
Go for it.
There's some sort of... What is this thing?
I don't know, that's why I should buy it.
Exactly.
It's only 3,000 euros.
Oh no, wait, that's the beacon. That's the bonfire beacon. Okay, so we can wait. So we can put on a big old beacon.
Do it.
The fact that you don't know what the fuck is all the more reason why you should buy it.
Oh shit! We've unlocked the exclusive interior.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man, that price tag.
Oh shit, son! I don't even care. Spending all my money.
You're balling hard here, Arthur.
Yeah, actually it's time. I think it is time that we actually put some money into upgrading this truck.
Yes.
Screw getting a better truck. Let's just spend tens of thousands of euros on buying extraneous shit and bolting it onto this one.
Well, if they're all speed limit to begin with, I mean, why not?
Truck fast, die young, Arthur.
Interestingly enough, science has apparently proven that the faster you live, the older you tend to die. It's people that live on a slow burn with constant tension and stress that actually die early.
In other words, the monotony of life will literally slowly kill you.
Yep.
Oh, joy.
Alright, first of all, let's service this thing. There we go. Right, let's pop into the upgrade shop.
Oh yeah!
First things first, we're gonna use a normal highline or top line. Oh shit, son!
Oh yeah, now it
Oh shit, son!
just 67,000
Damn!
euros.
Look at this thing.
Oh yeah.
It is huge.
Whoa.
I love it.
Of course, the good news is we'll all live to be 150 because nothing is as thrilling as Trucking Tuesdays.
Very true. Very true.
Going clubbing in the South Beach of Miami, jumping out of planes, screw that. We're watching trucks on the internet.
Yeah. But I mean, just look at this thing. You have this tiny one that I have, and then you have the high line, which basically just makes the ceiling higher? I guess?
It's a bit Scandinavian.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's up with that, but then you get to the top line and just BAM! Check this shit out. It's like buying a new vehicle, for crying out loud. Grabbing one of those. And we can upgrade our chassis to a 6x2 wheel setup. Ooh, yeah.
Are we sure these aren't modifications to make us more ready for a zombie apocalypse? Because that's what it seems like.
Apparently there are two engine types that are exactly the same. Only one is cheaper. I'm not sure.
Yes.
I'm not sure I understand. Alright, now let's check this shit. Let's check this shit.
Is one of them a
Damn, son.
Ooh, you got brown seats.
That's actually... no, wait, shit. I get an MP3 player. Look, I get an MP3 player right here.
Oh, that's worth
For 35,760 euros.
That's a bargain if I ever saw one.
I think you can buy a used truck for that money.
You could buy a band to follow you around and play songs for you.
You probably could. I mean, that's over $45,000.
Hey, foreigner, you doing anything? Follow me around for the next 3 months. All right, cool.
Oh goodness! I mean.
Actually, I think you could probably get Flock of Seagulls for about 30,000.
And I drove so far away. Couldn't get away from Henry. Musical history. Well, I mean, sure, this is neat, I guess, but I mean, what the hell? Seriously, I'm going to do it, it's just because it is so ridiculously expensive. I mean, it's moronic, but that's why I'm going to do it. Oh shit, the Titan Sun Visor. The Viking. The Sting. The Samurai. The Viking is actually really ugly. Let's not use that.
So, truck equipment names that can double as extremely lazy pro wrestler names, then.
Yep.
Why are they all so ugly though? I don't get it. I mean, the stock one is pretty much the only one that actually fits.
Trucking ain't about being pretty, Arthur.
Maybe where you come from.
Oh, I see how it is.
There we go, the champion.
Oh, we can get some lights on that, I'm sure.
The Twister, the Dragonfly.
Look at all those upgrade spots on the champion. Oh yeah.
Luman Chrome Super Mega Death Lights.
Just get them all over and see how bright we can make the night.
I'm gonna light up the night.
And get a couple on the roof as well.
You make people do an Ark of the Covenant because of the lights on this truck.
Yeah, let's see just how bright we can make the roads, seriously.
Yes. And you can, like I said, you can get one for your roof as well. Just add some, oh my god, even more lights.
Oh man.
The darkness hold no terror for us. We are lit by the truck.
This is either going to be the best thing ever or extremely underwhelming, but whatever the case, I'm willing to go on the journey.
Either way, it's totally worth it.
Yes, exactly.
Also, I like that you can just customize the freaking steps. I mean, you can't even see those from even here. You have to turn the camera in the strangest freaking way in order even to be able to see the damn things. I'm not going to spend any money on those, I'm sorry.
The weirdest dress-up game ever. Which says a lot, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god. The roar. The thunder.
Please kill me now.
Oh my god.
I swear to god, I hope that this actually changes what happens, because holy mother of moly.
You and me
yes.
both out there. You and me both.
Yes. I am the destroyer. Also, fuck yeah, a beacon on the...
Oh my god.
We are truck.
I am become truck, destroyer of retinas.
Oh, you have to change one wheel at a time. How nice.
Yeah, that's also the amazing thing. It's actually one wheel at a time, I think. It's not even wheel pairs. It is literally one wheel at a time.
Amazing.
So you can have all the wheels. And you can... Wait, can you actually have different steps on both sides? Oh, no you can't. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, that's bullshit.
My immersion.
My immersion.
Yeah,
1 out of 10.
This is an immersive gameplay. Fuck that.
Right, so let's see. So what we can we do for side mirrors? Right, plastic of paint. That's not too exciting. I guess the interior is all going to stick the same, isn't it?
No, I'm not really seeing your money here, Arthur. Can you afford all this shit?
I can.
Awesome.
Let's toggle the lights.
Needs more lights.
Need more lights. Right, so what have you ordered so far?
Lots of bullshit.
Xenon lamp. Where did these xenon lamps come from? I don't recall ordering those. Oh well. Oh well. Throw them in there. Throw them in there.
Also make it look like the truck is grimacing.
Grrr. Set all those engines. Yeah, looks about right. Alright, so let's see what paints we have.
I still wish that rainbow color was actually rainbow color.
An actual rainbow. That
Can
would
you
be
have
great.
uneven paint? Oh yeah, that looks truly horrible. Go for it and change the color to something even worse.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom.
And yeah, that is Shadow the Hedgehog actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
ruined.
Oh, beautiful. There you go.
Nice.
A nice salmon pink, I was about to say, but... Also those horns, they look so ridiculous. They're sticking straight out like horns. It's terrible. Wait, yeah, the horns are sticking out like horns. That actually makes sense. Alright then,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, there we go.
Yay for homophones.
First thing we do. Oh, it didn't change it at all?
Really? Come on. Game. Weak sauce.
Oh hey, look!
Oh,
It's actually a GPS in the truck now.
oh my.
That's completely useless in every way.
Still, nice touch though.
Let's see. Wow, this thing turns a lot smoother now since we have 6 wheels. Quick response too. I like it. I like it. Let's see, there we go.
So are we gonna give your truck a woman's name, Arthur? I mean, it's kind of a rite of passage in the whole trucker thing.
I think we should name it Le Morte Arthur.
Death of Arthur.
I don't know, I was thinking of your mom.
Hey now.
Wouldn't be too surprising that, you know, that your dad would have sex with a truck.
That is how your kid was created.
We're getting into some weird canon here.
Oh yes, it started raining. Get the lights on.
Let's check the majestic vehicles. Wow, they're ugly. Holy shit. Look at this thing.
Oh yeah, bring
Oh, this one. What the hell? What the heck is this thing?
it. It just keeps getting worse.
Is this even a truck?
What on earth?
The majestic across low roof sleeper. Yeah, this sure looks like a sleeper, alright.
That sounds like the name of the worst anime attack ever. Man.
Even seeing the sides of a truck in the mirror, it looks horrible.
Whoa!
Oh, this can't be confusing at all.
Oh, come on. Why isn't it actually activating my extra lights?
Yeah, I think it's another button for that somewhere.
Because I know that you can press J to...
Yeah, that's general lights, I think. Or, but try H.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find these. Hazard warning. Should put that on.
All the time.
Yep, and the beacon, of course.
Yeah. High beam headlights, H. K.
Right, K and O means OK.
Alright. Oh, yeah, this isn't going to get annoying really fast.
It's like a party and everyone's invited.
It's like a party and everyone's just committed suicide. Oh.
Ain't no party like a suicide party. Also, holy shit, does this thing accelerate now with this new engine. Look at this, god damn. explodes out of the curves. Driver Henry couldn't find a job. What?
Oh.
Had to return empty. No, you didn't, you piece of shit. Holy shit, Henry. You can't even find a freaking freight contract. How useless are you? Why am I paying you? Seriously, I thought I could do some frivolous spending on myself. For once. But then you have to ruin everything like this.
Are you gonna go cry and watch The Notebook, Arthur? Is that...
No, I'm just going to crawl into the back of my truck and play some PS3.
That works too.
Seriously, I wonder just how much stuff I have back in this thing now, because it's enormous.
Now you're making me wish that there was a trucking simulator narrated by Exhibit.
Oh no.
That was
Isn't pretty much pimping my truck what I did back there?
Well, yeah, but Exhibit should be talking to you the entire time. and having ridiculous overreactions to everything.
Then again,
Exhibit.
no.
Yes.
I have no idea who we're talking about.
The rapper host of the TV show Pimp My Ride.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. So, am I crazy, or am I seeing the horns that on the top of the truck mess with the sprite of the vehicle a little bit? Like, I feel like it keeps. It almost looks like it's flipping up.
I have a window now.
Nice, look at the rain.
I can see the sky.
Or maybe that's the rain I'm seeing. I don't know.
Probably the rain, yeah. Also, apparently I have a bed up top now as well.
Ooh,
I have a bunk up there.
party on, trucker man.
And yeah, there's actually a bunk in the top of the cab. That's great. Also, I hit 60 kilometers an hour from a standstill just trying to cross the road. His new engine is boss. I love it. Hey, you guys! I got a new truck. You wanna see? No? Okay. But if you ever wanna see it, just drop on by. Arthur has no trucking friends.
You trucking awful.
You just gotta believe. Actually, believing has nothing to do with success in the trucking business. It's all about cold hard cash.
And being able to accept that your true mistress is the road.
Damn straight. I do find it sort of amusing though that we have spent 3 streams more or less trying to earn money, and we blew it all on upgrading a truck with the silliest shit that has no real bearing whatsoever on the game. But that's
That was
okay.
worth it.
Well,
Yeah.
the engine seemed to actually do something.
Loadsome jerk streaming.txt.
Just look at the thing. I don't think there has ever been a truck in the history of man with this particular...
Let's hope not.
Someone in the stream chat is going to get rich one day, though, and eventually there will be.
Eventually there will be.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Suddenly we made 944 euros of Henry. What did he do?
I don't think I see any handicap accessible parking spots in this parking lot. I'm deeply offended.
Let's see. Oh. He is apparently delivering forklifts now.
Of course it is.
Oh, of course. Yes.
There's a joke here somewhere, and I can't quite wrap my
Oh, hey.
head.
The snapshot actually updates with customization. That's neat.
Henry's truck looks so sad now.
But apparently my fuel tank is absolutely tiny now for some reason. That's not good. Is it because I switched to the 6-tire layout that means that I don't actually have room for any fuel tanks anymore? Welp. Looks like I'm going to have to fill up my tank everywhere I drive. Oh dear. Well then.
Well done.
I think we did some progress in the right direction today.
Absolutely, we got ourselves a nice new look on our truck.
Nice is perhaps not quite the word we should be using, but
It's easily spottable.
yeah, I mean it's visible. Clearly visible, and that's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at how shiny it is. For some reason the paint on the front is super gloss, while it's a bit more matte on the sides.
Don't question it, Arthur. Just revel in the beauty.
Everything should be maximum blinding. Let's see, profit in the last 7 days is 191,000 roughly, so we can say that pretty much, well, 85% of our profits in the last week went to doing this.
Oh, yeah.
To this truck.
Completely worth it.
A worthwhile venture, for sure.
Yep. Yep. So, I think that we're going to cut it short here, basically. Another Trucking Tuesday in the bag.
Well, thanks for having me along for the impromptu last half hour.
Well, it was probably the best part of the stream, so...
Oh, well, thank you. I had precisely nothing to do with that.
Hey now. Grab what honor and lauding you can. Always.
Certainly.
There ain't much honor to be found around here, so go ahead.
Nope.
There is no honor on the road.
Wow.
Or Flight Witches know what the Ubuntu symbol is in the left. It's not actually the Ubuntu symbol, it's the logo of SES Software, the guy who made the game.
I love how he's a software company, but he's also a guy. It's beautiful.
I meant to say guys, it's just that I'm a bit dry in the throat since
Well, no, I want to believe that it's one guy is the thing.
one man doing the entire game, yeah. That would be pretty rad.
Maybe he legally changes his name to SES Software or whatever.
Well, sillier things have happened.
Also, I like that we're already up to 174 euros in service charges from just driving around a bit. Oh dear. Oh well, we're just going to have to figure out how to make that money back to make any progress, but that happens... Well, I was about to say next week, but it won't actually, because next week I will most likely be headed down south to join up with my family for Christmas.
Good stuff.
So we are probably going to have to put Trucking Tuesdays on hiatus a bit, but I've already updated the schedule on the site to
Damn
show
winter
that.
hiatuses.
So,
Always leave off on the best cliffhangers.
how will Arthur remake the money that he spent on the truck? The bank is knocking on the door.
Time on Trucking Tuesdays.
Same truck time, same truck channel.
Rename the channel to Truck. Just Truck.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
twitchtv.com/truck.
200,000 views every Tuesday.
Twitch.tv, whatever.
Let's just register www.truck.com.
Give me a second.
Check if it's available, dude.
Even better, www.truck.biz.
Who the hell even uses the biz domain name? I mean,
No one.
seriously, let's serious talk here a bit for a moment.
Real
No one who is serious about business uses a .biz domain. Just an FYI to everyone out there.
Truck.com is available. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
But how?
I don't know.
How has no one grabbed truck.com? That makes no sense.
Well, I'm looking at truck.biz right now, but I have no idea what it's saying since it's in German.
We should register truck.com and just have it be a picture of this truck. Nothing else. Nothing. Just...
Oh.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. P.S. It's not going to happen.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. Well, alright. Thank you, Blue Javelin, thank you, Shining, and thank you, folks, for joining me for this exciting and revitalizing episode of Trucking Tuesdays, which probably, sadly, is the last episode of 2012, but I will see you in 2013, everyone.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's always nice to know.
Keep on trucking, everybody.
Trucks. Yes.
I was waiting for your reaction. You will never see me again because Arthur is going to kill me in about 5 minutes.
And everyone go to trucker.com. That's it.
Okay, can I stop the stream now? Are we done?
Okay.
We are done.
Yeah, we're good. Bye.